Hello everyone, this is Dawn. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Inspiration Collaboration Design Team Mystery Envelope Challenge. This month, Katie sent out the mystery envelope, and some of the things that she sent were some of these river pearls and frayed ribbon and some of the new in color cardstock pieces and some of these pieces from Textured Botanicals. So her rules are living life in color. You are receiving some DSP from Botanical Textures along with some cardstock from some of the new in colors for 2025 to 27. The challenge is to bring some color to a project using the new in colors. So the pictures I'm going to scrapbook are from when my husband's job had us living in Tennessee for a couple of years, and my brother and his wife came out to visit us. This was back in 2019, and we took them into Nashville, and we went to the Country Music Hall of Fame and walked up and down Broadway, and then went to have some hot chicken over at Jason Aldean's Honky Tonk and Restaurant. So got some good pictures from that day, and I'm going to scrapbook them. So I'm going to start out with some cloud cover. This is the light side. And then off camera on my Cricut, I cut out this record. And Katie, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I needed 12 by 12. So I got out my own set of the Botanical Textures DSP, and I'm going to go through this and find a nice tight pattern to create a border. So I like this one. So that will be my border, and off camera I will gut it so that I could use the inside that you can't see. It's going to be covered up by the cloud cover. So yeah, I like this one, and then I'll put cloud cover on top of it. So we'll kind of set things up just so I can get a look at how things are gonna be. And now I'll bring some pictures in. And I want that 4x6 of us on the stage at Jason Aldean's place to be last, because we ended the day by having a early dinner over there. So we started the day by going to the museum. So I have some pictures from that. And that circle of the logo, I believe there was something on the wall there as we were entering the museum, and I snapped a picture of it. So I used a circle die and just cut it out. And that will kind of be my title to the page. So I'm just kind of figuring out, I want to use all these pictures. So because they're nice and bright and colorful, and there are some yellows in it. So yeah, I want to pull in some yellow and set up all those pictures to coordinate. And so this is Darling Duckling, and I'm thinking I want to do a line of color down the middle. So we'll try this. So you're going to see the evolution of this layout and my thought process to get all these pictures fit on this page. So I'm thinking of just having a strip of color down the middle. And then the flip side of this botanical paper has this sort of, it's a grungy wood grain, sort of pseudo wood grain look. And I'm going to use strips of it. And even though it's not 12 inches long, I'm going to make it work. So I'm going to start out by cutting 3/4 of an inch. And we'll just lay things out and see what they look like. So bring this record Cricut cut in. And I know I want that to go up in the left corner there. And we'll start overlapping our photos. So we'll pull these in and just kind of see how they're going to look on this page. And I'm already feeling like that middle portion is getting covered up by my pictures. So I want to do something about that. So I do want to do a grid style on the right page. So off camera, I cut a larger piece of Darling Duckling, and then I cut down this wood grain sort of looking paper to 1/4 inch. So I went larger with the yellow, smaller with the wood grain. So I'm still going to do basically the same design. I just altered the measurements. So, and then it was looking like I needed a column for those other 3x4 pictures. So I cut another piece of Darling Duckling, and then I cut down this other paper from 3/4 of an inch to 1/4 inch. So we'll border that. Okay, so now let's bring in everything else and just see how it's going to play out. So we'll set up our pictures like this in a grid. And I like that because you can see more of the yellow and it's not getting covered up. But just see, all you need is just a little pop. Okay, we'll bring the record in again. And then we'll make that column of the 3x4 pictures. I like that. And then I matted this other 4x6 picture, and that can go in the original spot. And then we'll bring in that circle. I like that. That's going to work. But to make my pictures pop a little bit more, I printed them with a white border, but I want a little something, a little more contrast between the yellow. So I'm just going to ink the edges of the photo carefully with black ink. So I'll go all the way around here, and off camera I'll finish everything up. Okay, so now I have everything inked, and this is a set from Christmas. It's called Greetings of the Season, and it has some great tag dies in it. So I cut a tag in cloud cover, and then I did some journaling on it. So this set is called Celebrate Together, and you can it's available now. And it just has this a lot of fun expressions to add to scrapbook pages. And this one just says, "What a day." So I want that portion of the tag to pop out, and it's going to be hidden journaling. I have added some foam tape to the back of that large 4x6 picture, and I created a pocket. So I'm going to add some of this frayed ribbon to the top of the tag, and it'll be kind of like a pull tab. So I have that foam tape underneath just the edges there of that picture to create a pocket. Okay, so we'll shorten these little ribbon ends, and my journaling slides right in there. I didn't have anywhere on my layout to put journaling, so you can always create hidden journaling with a tag like that. Okay, I went into my stash. I wanted some cowboy boots, and I couldn't find any of my Stampin' Up stamps that had a cowboy theme. So this is a Close to My Heart set, and it's called Life in Boots. And I'm going to go ahead and ink them up with black ink and stamp them out on white cardstock. And then off camera, I'll color in the boots with alcohol markers, and there is a coordinating die, so I'll take care of that off camera. I'll color everything and cut it out. Check those out. They're so cool looking. Okay, so I think they can go down in that corner there. And then off camera, I went to my Cricut and I cut out a guitar. Just a real simple image there using pecan pie. And then I cut out some musical notes using my Cricut as well. So I have a few different sizes, and I just want to scatter some of these musical notes going down the edge there. And they were cut out with black cardstock. So just pull a few of those and scattered them down the edge. So instead of using those pearls that Katie sent, I've got those. And then to reflect the circle, I went back to one of those pieces that Katie sent, and it's got a darker sort of wood grain pattern to it. So I cut a circle. So I have circles in the top left corner and then another circle in the bottom right, and that will serve to have a resting place for the cowboy boots. So we'll kind of slide that under that bottom corner there. And now I've got kind of a triangle or a diagonal going with the circles. And then I've popped the cowboy boots on foam tape and they can go right there. So you can find still pictures of this layout over on my Facebook page. The URL is at the bottom of the screen and you'll find a link in the description below. And I think we got enough going on with this. It's very colorful, Katie. So yeah, I think I made it work with the floral botanical textures, the black and whites, and then all of the in colors we have here. So this is a closer look, and be sure to check out the playlist. I will put a link in the description below. Just hit the More button, and you'll be able to find the playlist for the other Inspo Collab Design Team videos using the new in colors. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I'd sure appreciate it, and then you'll be able to find all of my videos. And thanks for watching.